Hi, and thank you for watching TargetedWest.com. This is DJ Chris, and I am your moderator and host here in beautiful Lodi. It's 78 degrees right now. It's warm. The windows were open all day, doors open, sunshine coming out. What a beautiful Easter day it was for me. I relaxed. I hope you're doing well. You're watching this afterwards on your favorite platform. That's great. Just a reminder that the opinions of the guests on our call and participants are that of their own and not that of Targeted West or DJ Chris. Today is the 420 holiday. It's Marijuana Day, and it's also Easter Day, and it's also recording number 161. We made it to 161 shows, which is incredible, with a lot of help from Name in the chat room, my co-producer, Tranquility, my co-host to help with the call, and others in the background, Laura and others who help me get things done. So it's a group effort. So if you always wonder why I say we in my messages, it's them and us, us. That's us. Anyway, I'm still having troubles with my legs and hands, so I'm a little bit not very mobile as I usually am. But luckily, I have a sedentary life and fit right into that, so I'm still able to sit here on the call and talk and all that. So David T was a guest tonight. I guess he's not here. Let's do one more shout out for him. David T, are you here? David T. Well, there's no David T, so I guess we're going to have open mic. So you're all the guests tonight. So if you'd like to talk or say something, that would be great. Let's see what I can talk about. The book club has 205 members now, and we just bought a book that I'll be talking about in a moment. It's the Civilian Rights Handbook by John Lang. It is available on Amazon. It is a great book. It's very interesting about how to deal with the police. I'm sure you all have had to do that in your lives. The book gives you procedures and what to do and how to interact and all that. So it's a great opportunity for you to read that. It's in the book club. We'll be talking about that later. We'll play the intro at 6:45, so you'll know where to go to join the book club. So stay tuned for that. The Substack's going well. Twitter's going well. Everything's fine here in beautiful Lodi. What's going on your end? You got any stories to tell? Come on in. It's Easter evening here at Targeted West.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of the days where I think it's time to stop doing interviews because, you know, if you're not going to come, at least let me know by email, but to ghost me is not cool. Are you there, David T? David T, hello. Oh, well, oh, no, my hair's standing on end. Oh, well, that's not my problem. Anyway, it's open mic. Come on in if you'd like to talk. That's cool. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. 420, let's celebrate. Have some Easter eggs, get high on marijuana on 420 and eat some Easter eggs or some Easter candy, or not do any of the above and just pray to God that you made it another week. You made it to Friday with a TGIF call, and now you've made it to Sunday. That's another 2 days you've made it. That's pretty good. That's something to celebrate, and it's the Resurrection Day, so Jesus is with us. That's great to know. And we've got a good crowd here in the call. We've got quite a good crowd. And if you'd like to talk, now's the time. I see Victoria's here. Victoria's a great friend of the call. She's been coming around for a long time. A lot of people in the call. We have a lot of folks, which is great. Open mic. Well, the chat room's popping. Caller O made a pizza today. That's cool. I know you can't see the chat room on your favorite platform, but by the way, if you're watching me on BitChute, YouTube, Rumble, or listening to me on Spotify or checking me out on archive.org, please like, subscribe, and make a comment. I read all of your comments. I read Christine's comments. I don't know if she's still here. And I saw those were in the... Yeah, I saw your comments. I'm really appreciative of you inviting me to your call tomorrow. That'll be great, won't it?
Yes, it will be awesome. Super,
Great.
like I said, super excited.
Yes, and I got all my questions today, so I'm good to go. And, well, that's a good thing. We're spreading the word, and we're talking to each other, and we're not isolating from each other in the community. We're all talking to each other, and that's so important to get to know each other.
So important. I was talking about that earlier today with some people, how important it is that we stay in touch and talk. It doesn't always have to be specifically about what we're going through. I mean, it's important. Don't misunderstand. It's important, especially if you're having a bad day or you need that camaraderie or validation that, hey, I know that I'm on a call and I'm validated. But sometimes it's just nice to talk about, like, what did you have for lunch, or what did you do, or how's the weather? It allows you to also have that. But yeah, I agree with you. Staying in touch, just talking. If you don't feel like talking, listening, or in the chat room, however it works for you.
I agree. Okay, well, check me out on the V2K Victory call, and that'll be very good. That'll be tomorrow. Of course, the recording will be up on my platforms at Monday, but before noon, so you'll have plenty of time to go there. And if you're wondering how to get there, you go to tievents.org and click on the details, and the way to get on is easy. It's just one click or one ring of the phone and you're in. So that'll be good. Let's see what else is going on. Deb K is unfortunately not available tonight. She is with her family and will not be coloring, but we'll be back next week to color. And by the way, next week is Midge Mathis. She'll be on. We also have Armando coming on in May. We have Rab from Ireland coming on, and he will be interviewed. We have a couple other folks surprise us in store, so we'll be going on through May and through summer, and of course the summer reading starts, and I'll pick out a couple of light reads for us for the book club. So you'll have that to go to for something to check out while you're chilling out. Anyway, it's Easter. It's open mic, and if you'd like to talk, you can come on in and do so. It's open mic.
Do you know the problem with that spark thing that Armando makes?
Oh yes, the silent night. Yes.
Do you know what the problem with that is?
Yes. What is it?
if you have a gas leak, you're going to blow yourself up into little pieces.
Well, then you don't have a gas leak. You make sure your gas is off and make sure you keep it in a separate room. It only works within the room. It doesn't go to the back porch or where the utilities are. But I would definitely keep it away from anything combustible.
Yes, but if you accidentally have a gas leak, it's going to be ugly. It's not very safe. But if you don't have gas in your house, you're good to go.
Well, thank you for that. That's great. What the hell was that?
So I went to Sam's Club on Friday, and they must have sent at least 5 or 6 gang stalkers after me, and even inside the store, they were hitting me with radiation, and I think they had the app there, and they were hitting me while I was inside the store. So I yelled out, I cursed, because I carry the radiation detector with me. So I yelled out and cursed, and everyone kind of looked at me. And the gang stalker, there was a couple, Hispanic couple with tattoos all over them. And they were just hanging around me all the time when I was walking. So, but I held my temper and I didn't attack them. So, which is a good thing. So I made it through the week at least, without going to jail. When I was in my car, when I even pulled up to the Sam's Club, they were waiting for me. And then when I left, too. But I guess you just got to keep your head down and get your food and go home and fight another day.
How do you know where you're going?
I guess that's the best thing you got to do, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do? You know that you're a criminal.
No idea.
You can't call the police.
Hell no.
You got to sit there and take it. It's very frustrating for me. Frustrating for me. I don't know if anybody else
Yeah, I believe
do that too when they're shopping. He definitely was talking to somebody on the phone too. He's probably talking to the boss when they were in the store gang stalking me. He made a point of like walking over to the side and making a phone call. So I wish I could find the name of his boss. Yeah. But
In regards to the chat room, yeah, I used to get the ham at Honey Baked and was held water for days afterwards, let's just say.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure y'all could hear me. All right, okay. I'm sorry about the breaking in. Go ahead.
No worries. You can talk too if you want. You can talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
How are you doing?
I just listen to her. Yeah, I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. I like today's a Easter. It's chill day. It's time to relax. Everybody's got their 420, so we're all good.
Yeah. Now I was just listening to who was talking, and they were saying about when the sound club, how she was, gangster. Yeah, I've been through that too. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out what how they knew exactly what she was going to, or they would know. Did he say something on the phone about going to Sound Club?
Yeah. Everybody's full of food. Everybody's had their meals today, or you're probably resting. So that's cool. There's no reason to bust our butts and have formal meetings and get all grindy about what is what and what technology does this and who's doing what to whom and all that crap. Every time I put this mic on mute, they say Dr. Millicent Black in my ear. They've been chanting Dr. Black's name for the last 3 hours. I guess she's targeted, that's for sure. I used to help moderate the chat room on YouTube for Dr. Black and Dr. Horton and Ramona and Dee and Karen Stewart, but they all broke up, and then that was the end of that. So that's when I first started going to these calls, and I couldn't believe how many people would be talking at the same time. And then a few years later, I decided to do a call, and the call is totally silent, which means you must be wanting to hear me talk. And I think it's also Easter. I don't think I should expect anybody to talk. That's kind of silly. I know there's some calls I go to, they expect you to participate, but it's like, you're not getting paid, so why give up your time? The only time I give up my time is to help people, and that's always a good thing. And I'll see. Well, got 40 people almost in the call. It's open mic. We had a guest, but unfortunately the guest wasn't unable to make it. So instead we're going to have open mic tonight. So if you'd like to tell a story or what have you, come on in. Oh, puff, puff, pass. That was the good stuff, too. Anyway, it's open mic. Come on in if you'd like to talk. Nothing new and exciting to report here that I can talk about. I've been lucky enough to make it this far. I've been targeted for 23 years, but it goes back all the way to the early 80s. That's where I remember first having weird things going on. And that was because I put
Was that
I put CO on my draft card. What's that?
Was that a Shasta Cola? Well,
Of
what do you think?
Of course, it's a Shasta. It's my favorite brand. It's a California brand.
Shasta forever. Oh
yeah,
my God!
I love Shasta, and when I'm rich, I have RC. But the Pepsi and the Coca-Cola and the big name brands have too much caffeine, and it makes me sick.
Oh, well, I'm glad you have Shasta.
It has to be Shasta. There are little factories in Hayward. How can you miss that?
Yeah, I can't miss that. That's true. I remember that now. Yes, it is. So,
and
yeah.
they still make most of the Shasta products there in Hayward. So my favorite product of theirs is the tiki treat, Hawaiian treat. It's like Hawaiian punch, but man, tiki treat. Oh, what?
Tahitian.
Oh, it's Tahitian punch. Man, that Shasta's a good one.
Ooh. You know, I've drank some butterfly tea, CEA, butterfly tea today that turns purple from the butterfly pea flower that it's made with. It's such a delightful, smooth tea, and I had that today. It's such a beautiful color because it's just a vibrant, deep, purplish blue. It's just gorgeous.
Well, my last house had a actual tiki bar, literally, that I made, and I could have made drinks using Shasta. But I used to make these fruit drinks with grenadine and lime and different stuff, and make these. I used to put mint in it and lime and pineapple juice. Crushed ice. Yeah, it was great. We used to chill out, but I didn't drink any alcohol. I just had that in my cannabis. So today's 420 day. I'm sure my neighbors that sued me for $1 million. That's right, my neighbors, the pot Nazis, sued me for $1 million for smoking marijuana next to their house in my own home. But they knew I sold my house and I had money, so they just wanted to get my money. So they just made up a bunch of crap, and they spent almost $5,000 for the attorney and lost. I don't know what they were thinking. So what I'm trying to say is you got two sides of the coin, people that are against cannabis and people that are for it. You can always tell someone's against it when they call it marijuana. I know the police and the federal government still call it that, like it's 1937. They never get it. It makes me laugh. So anyway, happy 420 day, everybody. And of course, it's also the Resurrection Day. And I hope you had a great Easter. Maybe you went to church. Maybe you sat in on something online, but that's great. Maybe you just chilled out and had a little meal. My granny had at the senior place had for $10 they brought over a whole Easter breakfast and lunch.
Hi, DJ Chris.
Hey, how are you? Who's this?
Hi, man. Dude, I'm here, bro. I'm fucking like going through it right now.
Is this David Terry? T?
Who's that?
Who are you?
I'm Amir, M-I-R, Mir.
Oh, hello, Amir. How are you? What's going on? Are you okay?
You before? I met you before, and I've spoken with you before.
Yeah, I have talked to you before. I know who you are. I remember who you are. What's going on?
Bro, listen. I'm telling you this, there's levels to this program, and I'm here to just tell you this much. Like, I don't want to even share my personal problems, right? Like, trust me when I say this, like, it's irrelevant. Like, what I'm going through is so irrelevant, bro. Like, it's irrelevant because my life is irrelevant, right? So is yours, and so is everyone else's, right? Like, so it's like what my trauma is. It makes zero sense for me to speak on it because it does nothing. It does nothing. It changes nothing. But the truth of the matter is that we're all fucking stuck here, and we're all doing this, dude. And we all come from all kinds of backgrounds, and we all look all different, and we're all different. We all come from different socioeconomic, you know, everything, dude. And this is like I'm looking for help, but I just know there's no help out there. Like I'm literally just looking for help. Like I'm desperate, bro. I'm literally turning my cam on and I'm telling you guys all I'm fucking desperate, bro. I'm desperate for change.
So what are you looking for?
Dude, I need this directed energy weapons to not be hitting me anymore, and I'm fine. Like, do you understand? I literally need nothing except for these weapons to not touch me ever again. Like, I don't want anything from you, from anyone in this world, except for these weapons to not harass me anymore, because they're literally taking my entire existence away, breaking me down physically, and I just can't take it anymore.
Well, I completely understand that one. That's one that like if I wasn't getting hit, if I wasn't getting, like what sometimes feels like coming in waves, right? Making you sick.
Laura, are you the same person whose call that I went into, and then you started acting like I am some sort of criminal or some sort of like this person that like you know is fabricating stories or
we don't play that game here, Amir. Cool it down or leave. I'm not going to play that on Easter. You picked Easter to do this. Wow.
I mean, dude, you can kick me any second. You know that, right? Like, if you kick me, okay, like, what happens? Nothing, right? Like, it's not a big deal.
You'll just come back. I know.
No, I won't. I really won't. I won't come back. I won't bother you like that. That's weird, bro. Why would I? If you kick me, why would I come back? That's weird. I won't come back if you kick me. You know. But that's fine. If you want to kick me, kick me. Like, if you think I've disrespected you, or if you feel like I deserve to be kicked, go ahead, kick me.
I was just trying to relate.
Yeah, I think it's maybe you're just having a really hard day, it seems like, and we're all here in camaraderie and to support one another.
And I am too. It's not like I'm here to argue and fight with you guys.
So maybe whatever happened or you think might have happened, I'm not questioning it, but maybe that might be for another discussion somewhere. Let's, let's make sure we're a little bit more positive.
I'm not to argue with you guys. I'm genuinely here for,
Yeah. Sorry you're going through a hard time.
It's open mic. If you'd like to talk, come on in.
Well, Chris, I will wish you a happy 420 and Easter.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy some 420 right now, actually. If I can get my hand to work.
Say thank you. As a friend, like it's nice, somebody said earlier, before the college, somebody to talk to when you're going through it, and somebody that'll just talk to you and you know that they're there and you're not alone. Important.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I said that, Laura. I'm a big firm believer in that. I mean, I wish sometimes we did have a few more calls that could be through the day or overnight, just sometimes because that's when we get attacked a lot. They tend to start grabbing us right around 12. The magic hour is definitely 2 to 3. And just sometimes it's just nice to have that voice or just the conversations that are going on, and just to be able to talk to someone. It's the validation. Yeah.
Well, let's see here in our magic mirror who we have to bring up for our quick little break. We have a ad to play, and let's see who it will be today. Maybe we'll get lucky and it won't work. Oh, it looks like it's not working. So you don't have any commercials today. Sorry about that, Tranquility. The console's not working, probably for Easter. That's part of the hard drive that the free conference call keeps, on the cloud of all the commercials that I play. So unfortunately, there'll be no commercials tonight, but that's okay. It's Easter. You don't have to hear it. And it's just my commercial and TEI Events commercial, and that's about it. Anyway, it's open mic. It's half hour into the call. Come on in if you'd like to talk.
Chris, I just want to add one thing. I want to say thank you, Chris, for everything you have been doing. I've been part of your calls for quite some time, to be honest. A lot of times I come in here and I just don't say a word, and I put anonymous as my thing, and I listen, bro. And I want to thank you for your commitment to this, because that means a lot. And I definitely also respect the fact that you smoke a little bit of weed, because I also started smoking weed, and let me just tell you that shit has helped me so much. Just
it helps you sleep, doesn't it? I know, it's great. Yeah, it's really. Remember Kathy O'Brien was on my call, and she said that it disrupts mind control. Dick Cheney forbid cannabis.
Yeah, but the problem is that they want me to sleep, right? Because the time that they hurt me is when I'm sleeping. Like, the only time I truly am fucking in pain is when I wake up from sleeping, right? So it's like, yeah, smoke more weed, do more drugs, do more anything that will keep you sleeping, And it makes sense, dude. I would do the same to you. It just, the whole system makes sense if you use your brain, right? Like, the whole thing just makes so much perfect sense. Like, unfortunately though, like, if the whole community around you is taking part, you are no longer credible, and you're no longer a person of interest, because the people you're surrounded by all want you to be in a certain place. And that's all it is. It's really becomes that simple if you look at it. Like it doesn't matter who you are, bro. If the people around you don't like you, you're fucked. Like, you need to know that. All right. Thank you.
Well, fortunately, everybody around me likes me, so I guess I'm good to go. Yeah, there's those beautiful plants on the screen. That's a beautiful one.
Chris, I'm not talking about you, right? I'm genuinely talking about my existence and what happened with me. Kind of. I'm not relating that to you. I in no way think you're a bad person, Chris. Matter of fact, like I said before, I think you're an absolute stud, an absolute dude that's like doing things for this community.
I remember you now.
Yeah, but I actually mean that, bro. I'm not just saying that to you. I mean that to you, man. You're actually trying, and you actually show up every day. Like, you don't do this like every now and then. You do it all the time. So
I do, because I like it. I like helping people, and I like talking on the mic and getting people calmed down and relaxed and being able to chill out on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm now more like, I'm actually, for the longest time I wasn't gonna do the whole online presence thing. Like, I was so like, oh my god, I'm not putting my camera on, I'm not doing none of that shit. But now I'm more like, okay, I'm actually gonna take advantage of a few things that I do have, and I'm actually going to do that, because Because why not? Why would I not use myself to save myself? Like, why would I not cross every line to save myself? Like, what? Like, well, why? Like, why do you have to be in this bracket that you've been put in? For what? For who? But it's all a scam, bro. And so are the people in this call. Like, I'm so sorry to say this, Chris, to you. When I say this to you, Chris, I promise you, I'm not saying this to you, Chris, in particular. I'm saying this to people in these calls that stand by you every day, Chris. That's the part that you don't understand. Wait, Chris, that's the part that you don't understand. They are literally talking to you every single day and telling you how the amazing man you are while being perps, bro. But their only job is that to become your best friend, to be in your every call, to make sure they show up in every call. And then they also become friends with people in the chat room. In the chat, they will become friends with most of the people in the call. Just like the game stalkers do, they'll do the same shit right here in your call and in everyone else's conference calls. And you guys are sitting there being manipulated by these absolute low IQ rats. Low IQ rats is what they are. And the fact that you are being manipulated by them and you are sitting there and letting it happen to you is the most depressing part of the whole situation. The fact that you let them do this to you.
Well, I disagree. I have to disagree with that, Chris. Like when I first got on his call 3 years ago and heard his experience and he's been...
I was drunk.
No, you've been DJing since you were 15 with your ham radio in your room.
I was, yeah.
So, these calls have saved my life. People on these calls have saved my life before when I thought I couldn't go on. And I usually meet people in person and on the ground here in Colorado, but I would have to disagree with that.
I don't think you should ever disagree when you are part of the problem, Laura. Yeah, I've been in your calls before, and I've seen the things that you say and the way you say them. Like I've witnessed that, right?
Oh, brother, we're not going to pick on Laura tonight, buddy. You're getting. I can't quite explain what you do, but you push us to the edge. And then you get us to the point where we say something and then you argue with us and you just want to argue. And so Laura, don't bother with him. Just keep quiet. Don't say anything.
I tell you one thing, he fits his voice. The looks of him fits his voice to a T. I know that. I like the way
watching those eyes going back and forth, and he's thinking about something.
Yeah, he looks like it. Have you seen him?
I'm watching him right now.
And you're loving it, right? So that's how it goes.
He matches his voice. The way he looks matches his voice.
He does sound like his voice.
Matches the conversation that he's having here tonight.
Bro, they want you to do this. You dumb fucks. They literally want you to.
See, here we go.
You don't deserve to be on this call, buddy. You don't deserve to be.
Wow.
Give me the honor.
Don't do that.
We're going to have to boot you. Sorry. Bye-bye. We had to boot him. So sorry. Back to the call. Happy Easter. It's another good day.
Well, that would have been a good debate, but thank you for sticking up for me, Chris. And, yeah, that was cool.
I will not ever put up with that. No, not. I cry. I call you and cry.
But...
You know what I think?
You know my most inner details, and I have to protect you.
You know what I appreciate that. I would have liked to know, what he thought and what I phrased. It's true. I don't plan my calls, and I don't have a topic, and I'm not really on top of it like you, but I do what I can do, and that's what I can do. And I've met people in the community that are wonderful. have helped me through some really hard times. We have a good community here in Colorado, and so, yeah, all are welcome on my call.
You know what, Laura?
Laura,
I just didn't feel like letting him spoil tonight, though. You know,
yeah,
he was here
Easter,
spoil tonight.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna mess with DJ Chris unless they mess with me.
Thank you. I appreciate
that. I wouldn't even worry about if you have a itinerary, an agenda, or whatever. It's a call that you have that people enjoy going to because they like your energy, and that is priceless. So when somebody comes on a call and behaves like that, it's sad because it shows his behavior, but it affects others, and you never know how you can trigger someone. And he was just being argumentative. So, Chris handled it very well. And I'm sorry that he was trying to pick on you. It's just.
That's okay. I have the patience of Job. Don't even worry.
I think he's trying to.
That patience is lovely.
He has a history of doing this. So I'm used to him, so don't worry about it. When he said stud, I knew who he was.
I think he's taking his frustrations out on us.
He is. He's probably hired, upset, or something's going on. His family got mad at him. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's how I think. But you shouldn't play his game.
No, we stopped. We cut it off. Like you guys don't need to hear that. All that targeting you go through all week and all day. And you got to come here on this call and listen to that crap? I don't think so. I wouldn't ever let that happen. Yeah, for sure.
There's no need to curse.
No, he cursed. Yeah, I don't like cursing. I don't curse. I don't like that.
On this Easter Sunday, but when I saw him, DJ,
yeah,
and I saw him, DJ, he looks just like he is a terrorist. That's what he looks like to me. Looks like a terrorist. From the conversation, it sounds like a terrorist.
Yeah,
I know. A terrorist.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? Everybody deals with their targeting one way or another, and everybody has their own style in life, and his is a little different than ours. That's cool. God bless you, sir, Amir. Anyway, we're back to the call. It's open mic if you'd like to talk. Anybody want to tell a story? Got any good Easter stories? I have a sad Easter. I always get sad on Easter for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I can't share it. It's too detailed. But, it goes back 40-something years, and never quite recovered from that. Oh, beautiful spring blossoms in the chat room. That's beautiful. Yeah, the chat room's going pops. And we got, 51 people in the call just listening to good old me, good old fool. Well, that's cool. Well, the commercials are broken, so tonight is commercial free. Oh, isn't that great? I can tell you about I can do a manual. Don't forget to check out TargetedWest.com where you can purchase my books. You can also go to Lulu and type DJ Chris and the adult coloring book and support me and my cats with an adult coloring book of your choice. That would be great. That's how we pay the bills here. I have a full functioning website and premium services, and of course a book club. We keep going. And speaking of book club, I can't play the commercial now, but I'll manually say, hey, it's time for the book club. And this is where we meet every week, where we talk about new books and books that interest you in the targeted community. If you want to join the book club, go to bookclubs.com/TI bookclub/join, and you can join. And now it's time for the book club. The book club today is a book by John Lang, Lang, and it's called the Civilian Rights Handbook, and it's how to deal with police interactions. I read some of the book over the week, and it's really interesting. It tells you how to deal with the police in a proper manner and instead of screaming and yelling at them and all that, and you'll get a lot further than you believe. And I know you think, like the book says, you probably don't get many interactions with the police, but you never know. You may one day, and you may be in a situation where you need to know your rights. And it goes over the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and what rights you have, the right to plead the Fifth, the right to your own property, the Second Amendment rights, your Fourth Amendment rights, and the First Amendment rights for free speech. All that. Fourth is the right to assemble. So it discusses all that in detail, so you know your rights. So you don't think you're being taken over by the police department, and we've all had interactions with them. I really, truly believe that my targeting started with the local sheriff, thanks to the ADA, the district attorney, assistant district attorney, which is usually an attorney that's just starting out, that's trying to get his own practice going or get hired in a firm. So they get anybody in that group. And so the DA, my neighbor, decided to report me to the sheriff. And then that was all it. And I never dealt with them, so I can't use this book because they were playing games and doing gang stalking and stuff. So anyway, because of all that, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and one of them is the Audit video channel. I don't know if you watch that, but it shouts out to them. They're the ones that recommended this book, and it's reasonably priced. I think it was only $6 for the Kindle. I think it's a great idea that everybody read this book, and if you want to read more about it and get the exact details, go to bookclubs.com/GI-bookclub/join, and you can join the book club and check it out, and you will be a member. We're now at member 205 and growing, and I think we got about 187 books in the library, and we've read most of them, not completely all the way through, but we have. But anyway, that concludes your book club meeting, and see what time it is. At 6:47. It's still open mic, and everybody's saying Happy Easter in the chat room. So on behalf of Targeted West and everyone, I wish you all a happy Easter, and it's now open mic again for you to enjoy your evening.
Hey, DJ, it's Chris. Where can I find your book club list?
At the book club, you type in books that we've read, click on books that we've read, and it'll show every book.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, it's on the left panel of options on the left side.
I appreciate it.
Can I read an Easter crucifixion poem?
Of course you can. That would be great.
Okay, hang on a second. I got to find it. Okay, this is entitled, and it's not written by me, Jesus' Last Thought, like on the cross. It says, Father, let this pass, if it be your will. Take this cup away, please don't let it fill. I prayed this unto you as blood fell from my brow. An angel by my side came with strength from thou. Though I have been betrayed with a kiss upon my cheek, still I love your people, and your glory they all seek. Barabbas, Barabbas, they cried not for me. Crucify him, was the crowd's demanding plea. Upon my head a crown of thorns, one has pierced my heart. Upon my back a violet garb, so that I might stand apart. With mockery and laughter they spat upon my feet, called me King of the Jews, the one they did defeat. Nails they've driven through my hands, I hang now from the cross, thieves at either side of me, and one whose soul is lost. Weep not, all you women, for I shall rise again. Weep only for your children, what the future holds for them. The road I walked was long, the pain was great to bear, but tears I hold within because for them I care. Death shall pass me by, though I feel my heart will break. I'm coming to you, Father, open now your gate. Forgive them, my sweet Father, for they know not what they do. The rose shall have its thorns, for I'm coming now to you. And that's the end. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Took my breath away.
Thank you for that.
You're just trying to get me overclamped, aren't you? Let's see what time it is. So it's almost time to end the recording. That's great. HC, that was wonderful. That's HC. HC has been on this call every show, 106. And that's cool. That's really important to me that people come back. It's open mic. There's plenty of people to talk. You can say whatever you want, or you can wait till the recording stops in 5 or so minutes, and then you can talk if you don't want it to be broadcast for everybody. That's fine too. But either way, it's Easter, and we're chilling out. So see what else is going on. The DJ mixing is still going. I got a new bunch of records put together. I haven't bought them yet, but I have to wait for them to be on sale. And they will be, and I'll make mix number 387, which will come out in May. But there haven't been very many records, and what I do is I put these mixes together to prevent or reduce or distract you from B2K. It also works when you're in a situation where there's a lot of noise. I use the music to distract the telepathy, and it seems to work. Unfortunately, I memorize the songs after a few plays and I get tired of it, so I have to make a new one. So I figure, why not share it with other people who are distracted by this evil technology? And so I share that with you. That's still going on. What else is going on? Like I said, I'm going to be on the V2K Victory Call tomorrow, which will be great. So you'll see me there. If you've got this recording, you're playing it, you can go to tievents.org and tune into that. That would be awesome. I'll be starting at 7 Pacific time. I think the call starts at 6:30. I believe it does, yes. And so I'll be on there then, and we'll have a nice conversation. You'll be able to participate if you'd like. Anyway, it's open mic.
Well, I had a wonderful day with my family. I just wanted to chime in, as Robert in New Orleans, and say that they're letting me sleep more, just disturbing me a little bit at night, and that's a blessing. So I'm just saying happy Easter to the group.
Well, happy Easter to you, Robert, in New Orleans. I'm glad to hear that you're able to get some sleep. That's great. And there's the guy that comes in the chat room and starts off with, my father was a Mason. Yeah, well, I'm glad your father was a Mason. That's good. Well, I didn't know my dad was a Mason until he got dementia, because he never told me, and I got his mail. He hid the mail from me, or I just didn't know. I didn't know what Freemasonry was until I got targeted and I started researching secret societies, and then my dad got dementia, and I forwarded his mail to my house, and I see the Freemasonry magazine and his little membership card, and so I'm like, well, damn. And then I came to the conclusion that he also had V2K telepathy, and I believe that they were torturing him too, and they were also torturing his mom, Granny Ida. So it was, me, Granny, and my dad all together have this situation going on. And this has been going on for almost 70 years in our family. So we're an MK Ultra family, an original MK Ultra, and in my case, MK Ultra 2.0, or better known as MK Tech. There's no LSD involved now. Now it's electronics. So it's MK Tech. Yeah, my dad was a Mason, and he would keep my mom from spending money so he can run businesses and make himself look important. And he would go out of business with all his businesses, but he was a mailman at the same time, and also worked at the bowling alley and owned some rentals. But he just got targeted and went crazy and started buying everything everywhere, and just went out of business one after the other. And I'm like, why would you buy a business when you're working 3 jobs? You don't have anybody to help. So he devised a plan. Let's get Chris to do it and pay him 90 cents an hour. So I was a fool when I was 16, 17, and 18, and made like 90 cents an hour working for him. And he, promised me a part of the profits and all that. And, he used to make up promises and lie, and then he'd say he was going to give you money, and then he doesn't. So I don't like that game at all. That's crazy. But yeah, my dad was a Freemason, and then I could never figure out why his wedding silver set had a G on it, and I thought he had a family named Graham, but the G was for the Freemasonry. They gave him a silver set with a G on it. So that means I grew up in a Masonic household.
So what does the G mean for the Masons?
God.
Okay.
It means
the only
God.
thing I could think of before you said that was, well, it doesn't mean good, so thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
That means Grand Architect of the Universe.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I had a grandfather in the Masons. And so I
didn't know that. I thought it was meant God.
No. My grandfather had the ring, and his name was George. And as a kid, I was like, "Oh, is that your first initial?" And I don't think he ever, a kid, right?
I hope I never find out the meaning, motherfuckers. I'm coming after you, motherfuckers.
What?
You understand me?
That sounds like Keith.
It's one of these crazy. I think it was Charlie talking to his neighbors.
Okay. Yeah. So the G is Grand Architect of the Universe, and the compass is, and that symbol of a compass is a sexual thing. It's a sexual. It's yeah.
Yes, like that long tall thing in Washington D.C. is a penis, and the Congress looks like a boobie. I know. I've checked that out for years. And I'm like, you old men have one thing on your minds. Yeah. Yeah, I used to read the forums of female women who were married to Masons, and some of them were involved in the female Morning Star and all that, different groups, and they would talk about how their husbands would run off for the weekend with a whole bunch of Viagra and not come back for 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have all these curses. They say if you ever tell anybody, well.
Oh yeah, they're gonna pull your guts out and throw them over your left shoulder. Yep.
Yeah, I mean all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, talk about insanity. The things that they made up to keep everything secret in their little secret societies. I mean, it's pathological, but yeah. And I think it does go hand in hand with MK Ultra, like you were saying, Chris. At least it did for me.
Yeah, it is. It's got to be. And of course, without the LSD, it's, the mind control through electronics. They didn't talk about much in the history of MK Ultra, but it's there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's now the top of the hour, so thank you for listening to our conversation. You can come live to my call every Sunday if you'd like and participate. That would be great. Thank you for liking me on your podcast preferred method, whether it be BitChute, archive.org, YouTube, or Rumble. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you. We'll be back next week with Midge Mathis. So thank you for listening to this recording.